Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris. It is October 1st. The Halloween season is in session. You know what? This set don't look like it's in the spirit. Let me go ahead and change that for y'all. Now I think we're in the spooky season. Wouldn't you agree? Hello, Sydneys! Thanks so much for clicking on another Scream 5 update. We have some juicy details to dive into for this Scream movie. It was actually a happy little surprise because I had no idea what my first Halloween video of the month was going to be, and then good old Ghostface came to save the day. What I'm going to be doing here for you guys is breaking down the new Scream 5 updates that we've gotten, because we have a video taken by crew members in Scream 5 that leads us to believe we could actually see Randy pop up in Scream 5, as well as diving into other set photos and details concerning Scream 5. So I'm gonna need you Ghostface fanatics to leave your opinions down below on everything we discuss here today. I am loving the Scream 5 theories. Every time we get just a little bit more detail, we're probably all horribly wrong, and when we actually see this movie, it's gonna surpass our expectations, or it's gonna let us down, but we still gonna be happy. We getting Scream 5, alright? As well as pleas from the October gods and this decoration. I didn't spend $15 at the 99-cent store for no reason. But alright, but enough of me yapping. Let's just get into the news. Alright, so the last couple of things that's been going on in the Scream 5 world, if you haven't been up to date, they currently already started shooting some scene in North Wilmington, Carolina. Some people are speculating it could be the opening scene, that this house is going to be our first look into Scream when we finally get to the theater in 2022. It could very well be the case. I'm loving how they're using smoke on the set for here, because I mentioned the Scream movie, the opening scene, that had a lot of smoke in the background, so it's something Wes Craven loves to do. It's really telling that the Radio Silence team, Matt Open and Tyler Gillette, are dedicated to the Scream franchise and want to pay as many homages to the original movies as they can. Along with that also, this teenage cast, or these young adults attached to Scream 5, Ghostface, I'm gonna need you to take their phones away, okay? I know you're the one calling them and that's how you get to them. No, Sasuke, you need to take their phones away, y'all. Guys, we are a year and a couple months away from Scream 5 hitting theaters, and these freaking cast members, y'all, are about to spoil this whole movie for us. I mean, we talked about in the previous Scream 5 update, Deputy Judy Hicks in the movie returning from Scream 4. Marley Shelton, she went ahead and let it slip on Instagram for a split second that Skeet Ulrich is attached to the movie. Now, that's still unconfirmed whether that was a mistake on her part or she actually did let some information slip. I know a lot of y'all were confused and thinking, no way, is Billy Loomis actually back? Man took a bullet to the head. Yeah, but if it's flashbacks, I could see how they'd bring him back, and that would be a great callback, especially if some of the fan theories are correct out there that Ghostface in this movie will be the long-lost son of Billy Loomis. And since then, we've been getting non-stop set photos of the cast. I mean, we even have one right here where the cast all got together. Most likely, this was for Jenna Ortega's birthday, because she did have her birthday party on the set of Scream 5. Kind of hard to make out everybody here. It looks like Dylan Minnette is really going to be going with this beach blonde hair, and you know what? Caught me off guard at first, but I dig it. It kind of goes with the aesthetic for Scream. And another person would died here that we actually knew about because of the descriptions that were leaked online a couple months ago. This looks like we're looking at the character of Layla. If you guys don't remember, there's a character named Layla, part of the cast, and her character description read as Layla is an 18-year-old artsy girl with pink hair and Cal's girlfriend, as well as one of Teresa's closest friends. This kind of proves that those character descriptions we were hearing about are accurate if they have one character here with pink hair like we were told months ago. We even had Melissa Barrera go ahead and give us another look of the logo for the movie and what they're calling it right now, just Scream. There's still a lot of you fans upset that it's not being called Scream 5, but look, even though it's looking dire, some of y'all pointed out a really good thing. Whenever Scream 2 was happening and being made, the title for that movie on all the chairs and the production set for that film read as Scream the Sequel. Now, did Scream 2 end up getting the title Scream the Sequel? No, it did not, even though I kind of would have liked that title. So us people who are still hoping it is called Scream 5 somehow, cross your fingers, because it doesn't look like it just might be called Scream. It could change at any moment. This is just what they have it now. My money's still going that they're just going to add some sort of tagline on it. I know some of y'all were throwing out the title Screams. I was thinking about the word Screamers. I think that would kind of make sense and would go more in fact with there's always multiple ghost faces and there's multiple people screaming at Ghostface. They better not be going with something cheesy like Scream Forever. I will lose it if they call it Scream Forever. But right here, we're still on Team 5 Cream. Get your t-shirts now in description. Spooky3C for 20% off. But okay, the bombshell that we just recently got last night that makes me go, oh, Scream 5 is going to be way better than I was hoping it was going to be. Like, oh, this is on a whole nother level, okay? We had the cast of Scream 5 getting real chummy and happy. Oh, you guys are just wonderful, having a good time, filming a great scary movie, aren't you? While I'm over here making videos on it. We had the cast of Scream 5 headed to the beach, just having a good old time, probably after they shot a couple of scenes for the movie and are just hanging out. It's kind of cool to see them be friendly like this. It lets us know that the chemistry on set is going to be probably just as good as offset. And yeah, you have Jack Quaid in there playing Richie. You have Dylan Minnette playing Wes, Mason Gooding playing Chad with that Dragon Ball Z sweatshirt. Oh, I think you automatically are becoming my favorite Scream character with that Dragon Ball Z sweatshirt. But Melissa Barrera made a big mistake and she filmed someone that I don't think the producers wanted her to film. She got a quick glance at a character that, okay, looking at the side, we could have all guessed, okay, maybe that's just an extra or a family member or a friend of the cast. Doesn't mean it's someone in the movie. But Melissa Barrera went ahead and tagged who this person was for a split second before deleting it, and it's none other than Heather Matarazzo, who famously played Randy's sister in Scream 3. I can hear y'all cheering from here. What is going on here that you are gonna bring in Randy's sister into Scream 5? Like, guys, this whole time I've been trying to prepare y'all and let y'all know, yes, even though this is a sequel and it's gonna have the OG cast, don't expect it to be too heavily focused on the past movies. Maybe it'll reference the first film a couple of times, but this will mainly be focused on new characters and setting it up for a whole new audience. They're doing so much now that I'm like, why aren't you calling this Scream 5? Because this is so many callbacks that if you show this to someone who hasn't seen any Scream movies, they ain't gonna get it, and you really tricking people out there by just calling it Scream. Because it was one thing to bring in Marley Shelton's character, who was the deputy in Scream 4. It's like, okay, that kind of makes sense. We're going back to Woodsboro in Scream 5. So you need that deputy back to be by the side of David Arquette's character, Sheriff Dewey. But now, you're pulling in a character who had a one-time appearance in Scream 3 for a quick cameo or small role? What are you planning here, Radio Silence? What are you doing? My mind automatically goes to, oh, this girl probably has some more lost tapes concerning Randy, and this will be our entryway to get a cameo from Jamie Kennedy, my favorite Scream character out of the entire franchise, who got his end in Scream 2. Oh, rest in peace, Randy. Come on now, we are all lovers of the Randy character. We know this guy was lovable, goofy, and he was responsible for giving us the rules in the first 3 movies. You can't just have Randy's sister pop up either in a cameo or a small role and not somehow have it connect to Randy. I mean, that was her whole purpose of showing up in Scream 3, was just to hand Sydney a videotape of some rules. We all knew Randy was a big movie fan, was probably filming a bunch of little movies that we never knew about. But again, with everything going on in Scream 5, nothing seems to appear as it is. If you remember, in Scream 3, we got that one statement on why Randy might have gone and passed away in Scream 2, and that's according to his rules, that he went ahead and did the pants with no dance, breaking one of his sacred rules, and thus was the reason he got axed off. Now, it said he lost it to somebody working at the video store back in 1997, 98 maybe? Could we possibly be looking at the cast right here, and one of these people is the child of Randy from that one encounter in the video store? This is where my mind goes wild. Of course, that might not even be the case, but fans have been dying and asking somehow for Randy to come back for years. I mean, at one point, there was talks that they would bring in a twin that existed out there, but of course, that just sounds too ridiculous. If you bring in the child of Randy, oh, that will fill in that little hole in our hearts. But the other thing that is kind of blowing my mind of this character's involvement so early into production, if they were actually filming the opening scene so early like we were seeing from the set photos, could she actually be the opening scene for Scream 5? I know we're all guessing somehow Selena Gomez is in there. There's been a lot of clues thrown our way on how Selena Gomez could be involved, but if she isn't the opening, this would actually be perfect for Scream 5 because it would give Sidney Prescott a reason to return to her hometown to attend the funeral of someone that is connected in her life that she feels bad about. We know the plot is a woman returns to her hometown after a series of vicious crimes are committed to try and find out who is Ghostface. Now, even though the original cast is back, that returning person is not Sydney. That is said to be Melissa Barrera's character, who is playing Sam, as what we know her character named now. And the horror fan in me tells me Sidney Prescott hates Woodsboro, okay? So many bad things have happened to her in Woodsboro. I do not think she'd be living out the entirety of her life there. And as great of of a person is, if Sydney sees a bunch of vicious crimes going on in her hometown, she's not really going to take a plane ride because it doesn't concern her and it'll be attached to these new characters. But if Ghostface in this movie is somehow connected to Sydney Prescott, what a perfect way to bring her back into town by taking down someone she is connected to, and that would be Randy's sister, who in her will, we could have some Randy tapes popping up. This really leaves the door wide open to what other legacy characters are they going to be bringing in that we just saw a couple of times throughout the franchise that's like, I wouldn't mind seeing them again. I know the number one contender is Kirby, but I think, you know what? If they're bringing in Randy's sister and they're finding a way to possibly bring back Billy Loomis, oh, Kirby is in there. She's probably the post-credit scene, y'all, putting on the Infinity Gauntlet and going, I'ma snap Ghostface out of existence. Other people that are always mentioned in my comments section is Patrick Dempsey, who played Detective Kincaid in Scream 3. This character was actually supposed to come back for Scream 4 and was even still currently dating Sydney, but for whatever reason, he couldn't return for the movie, so Sydney was left to be single once again. These Scream 5 directors are all about honoring Wes Craven's legacy. If they can find a way to bring Detective Kincaid back, I think that would make some people happy. And maybe he's already started a family with Sydney Prescott. But that is just some of the Scream 5 news going on right now, guys. Again, a lot to take in, a lot to boggle up. What is going on in this movie? I'm promising you guys, if something really spoilerish happens, or it's revealed who Ghostface is, or the entire script leaks, because some cast members were even taking photos with the actual script, like, what are y'all doing? I'm not gonna make a video about that. I want to be surprised just like you guys. So I'm only bringing up stuff that could cause us to wildly speculate. But stuff is looking juicy for Scream 5. Leave your opinions down below. Don't forget to be smashing that like button. Stick around for the channel with all the horror content coming this October. Really appreciate you guys out there, and I hope you're having a good, safe season. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, I'm Chris. Take care.
Hello? For the last time, I don't have a favorite scary movie. Stop calling!